Well, Paul, first of all, Happy New Year, and what a way to start it at Brackley, a game possibly where we should have won.
Yeah, look, we come up against a team that you look at their form, especially at home, but look at their form just over the last 6 to 8 games, and it's been fantastic. We knew it was going to be a tough test. We've come up and we've asked questions of them, even with 10 men. I think the referee probably needs a mention today because I sort of questioned, to be honest, even the linesman on our side was questioning some of the decisions.
Gave nothing on Mitford, did he, at all? Every time Mitford was fouled, he just seemed to brush it off.
No, the whole thing is that for the sending off, he's pulled the centre forward up for continuous backing in and jumping into people, and then wasn't bright enough to realise that that's what he'd done, for the foul, for the sending off. But that was one of a multitude. From the build up to that was, the lads were saying it was our corner. And I thought there was some strange decisions today, and I don't think he helped himself, with some of the decisions he made. But I've got to give the players praise again, even with 10 men. We asked questions of
your views on the sending off. It was a sending off.
I'll have to look at it, to be honest, but I thought that Taylor was in a position to get round. I'm not too sure he looked like the last man, but I think Taylor was in a position to cover round. But I thought that the lad actually jumped into Mills, and it was a bit of a scuffle. But I'd have to watch it again, Paul, and to be 100% professional on it. If it's a sending off, it was a sending off. But I thought there was some strange decisions. But taking that aside, we've come to a team now and asked serious questions, and I think a point was the very least we deserved. I think the turning point was just the penalty that we got. I think probably if we'd have scored that, then we maybe it'd have gone on. But in the second half, the balls flashed across their goal, etc. And we could have hit targets when placed in good positions. But look, it's as we said at Boston, the lads have given everything again. Even with 10 men, they've given everything against a very good side and a club that's flying at the minute. And we're learning. The players are learning. The game management was a little bit better today, even though, to be honest, we gave a penalty away late on. But there's better game management. There's more understanding of what we want of them, and there's more consistency in our game. So, it was pleasing because we brought so many supporters here again. To work so hard and to try and win a game, in front of them. And like I say, they've supported us brilliantly as ever.
Whitey came off with an incredible penalty save at the end, not long after we missed one ourselves. I mean, you mentioned the missed penalty. Solkin normally takes the penalties. Was he given the opportunity to take one?
I thought it was going to be Brett that took it. But look, Dan's a centre forward. He's a goal scorer. I think it sometimes takes a lot of mental strength to pick the ball up, especially against your old club, one of the old clubs he's played at, and to place the ball, and sometimes you've got to be big enough to miss them. But like I say, I thought that it was Brett that takes him at the club when he's on the pitch. So we'll have a talk about that. It's nothing. There'll be no squad out, hunting Dan down or anything like that. Sometimes you've got to be brave enough, Paul, to take them, and I give Dan a lot of credit for doing that. You've got to be brave enough to miss them. It'd have been lovely because I think if that had gone in, I think we had enough in a locker to see out the game 2-1. So. Over the 2 games, we've been 2 really tough away games. Really sort of like kicking ourselves. We probably haven't come out with a high sort of points tally. But like I say, we said at half time, we need to be a little bit better in the final third, and we need to cut out some of the silly mistakes that we make at the back. But so the transition from I don't know what it is now, 8 or 9 weeks ago, is immense. And I think the supporters, like I said it at Boston, I think the supporters appreciate that. I think the way they've clapped the players at the end, they know there's a transition, they know there's, we're heading forward in the right direction. We just need that ruthlessness in both boxes now, Paul, to be competing consistently, results-wise with those people in the top 6 and 7.
I suppose also, Paul, with the headache now, a luxury almost of having 5 substitutes and almost 3 more players to come back in contention as well. That's 8 players. Yeah,
it becomes fun for me in a way because we've looked at the bench. That's not being disrespectful to the players that have been on the bench, but if you look at the forward options, we probably only had someone like Joel that we could really chuck on. Michael's come on today, a bit of a baptism of fire with only 7 minutes to go and chasing the game. So it gave him a little bit of time to see what we're about and have an understanding. The same as Jay. I've just said in there now, I said the squad will come into play. And with players coming back, hopefully it'll strengthen us in terms of not just the 11, but the 14 or 15, and it give me the opportunity to make better decisions in sort of key moments of the game, which I feel that other teams have had. If you look at the Boston game, they could make better decisions than we could. So we've had to be patient, Paul. I've said along. It's about patience. I think the supporters. I think everyone at the football club is on the same understanding, has the same vision. So look, it'd be lovely to get people back. We thought we'd have Azza back today. It's probably going to be back now for the Farsley game. Lyndon not far away, Scarsy. And it's positive. But the main thing is keep picking up positive points and positive 3 points, and trying to climb out the area that we are at the table, because we're still down there in the bottom half of the table.
Just a final note, really. Matt Taylor, is his loan period coming to an end? Will you try to extend that, or is that up to Harrogate?
I think it's up to all three parties. I mean, I've loved having Matt here. He's been a pleasure to work with. I think everyone can see that he's done really, really well for us. Obviously, I'll have to talk to Matty and talk to Harrogate, and it'd be lovely to keep him. It'd be lovely to keep him, because I'm not too sure that how far Scars is off, but without. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody and talk about somebody else's players until we've actually spoke to them. But it'd be lovely to keep him on board. It's been an absolute credit to his football club, an absolute credit to himself, and he's been a model pro. As you've seen today, he's it's easy to probably lose yourself over Christmas and have too many pork pies and that. But one thing I can say about the squad is that they've looked as though they've really looked after themselves and been professional. So yeah, lovely to keep him, but we'll have to wait and see in the next 2-3 days.
Okay, Paul, thank you very much. We'll see you against Farsley on Saturday, weather and pitch permitting, of course, and a great result. And it was entertaining, wasn't it? Yeah, look,
the boys are giving their all again, and I think everyone at the football club appreciates that. So let's we want to get those 3 points now. It's 1 point's okay, but it's a 3 we're after now.
Thank you.
Thank you.